Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll be explaining the problem. Contains duplicate. I'll walk you through every line of code so you can fully understand how it works. Let's get started. Given an integer array nums, return true if any value appears at least twice in the array, and return false if every element is distinct. First, I'll create a Java file named solution. The first line imports Java's util package, which includes classes like arrays and scanner that we'll use later in program. Here, we define a class named solution. Inside the class, we create a method called contains_duplicate that takes an integer array nums as input. The purpose of this method is to check if the array contains duplicate values. Then I'll create the main method where our program starts executing. It takes input from the user and calls the contains_duplicate function. We create a scanner object named X, which allows us to take input from the user. We first ask the user to enter the size of the array and store it in the variable n. Next, we declare an integer array named nums with a size of n, which means it can store n elements. This loop runs n times, allowing the user to enter n numbers. Each number is stored in the nums array at index I. Next, I'll jump into the contains_duplicate method. We start by sorting the array. Why? Because when the numbers are sorted, any duplicate values will be right next to each other, making it easy to find them. Now we use a for loop to iterate through the sorted array. The loop runs from index 0 to nums length -2 because we compare each element with the next one. If nums at index I is equal to nums at index I plus 1, it means we found a duplicate, so we return true immediately. If the loop completes without finding any duplicates, we return false because it means every element in the array is unique. Here we call the contains_duplicate method and pass the nums array to it. The method returns either true or false, which is then printed to the console. Let's run our code. I enter array size is 4. Since 1 appears twice, our function correctly returns true. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coding content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy coding!